So UFC 271 is this week in Houston, Texas. Here come the pronunciation police, but and for some reason this guy's the most popular person too. But Israel Adesanya. Have we ever? What is exactly Adesanya? That's right.
Adesanya. Yeah, that's right.
Israel Adesanya is defending his middleweight title against Robert Whittaker. This is a rematch. This is in Houston, Texas. The last one was that big fight where they fought in like New Zealand or Australia. So there was like a lot of hype around that one. And that was when Adesanya knocked out Whittaker. But Whittaker ended up winning 3 fights, getting back to the title fight. Adesanya's won a couple, even though he lost that 205 fight when he fought Jan. And then the co-main event is a banger. Derek the Black Beast Lewis versus Tai Tuivasa. I think my pronunciation got better over the last 6 weeks. Wow. But Tai Tuivasa. And I'm trying to. I don't know the other fights on the main card though. Do you have that up there?
Yeah, Derek Brunson versus Jared Cannonier.
Oh, Jared Cannonier. That's a great fight.
Yep.
Okay, let me pull up this UFC 271. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, Whittaker. We got Cannonier Brunson. That one got moved back. That was supposed to be on a couple weeks ago, but yeah, it makes.
That's a cool fight.
That's a great fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the other big fight on this one, bro, is... Well, we already talked about the Casey O'Neill fight and Roxanne Modafferi, but Renato Moicano versus Alexander Hernandez. Remember Alex, like the young Hernandez, the young kid?
I don't see that. It's a prelim?
Must be. I'm surprised it's not on the main card, but that's one of the...
Oh, yeah, it is a prelim.
Oh, it's Bobby Green, Nasrat Haqparast. Is that on the main card?
Yep.
That's a sick fight,
That
too.
starts the main card.
That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Bobby Green versus Nasrat Haqparast.
And then Kyler Phillips versus Marcelo Rojo.
Okay. Do they have Andre Arlovsky on the main card? Probably.
He's on the prelim.
Andre Arlovsky's on the prelims.
He's the last prelim fight.
And then what they have? So the Renato Moicano Alexander Hernandez is a prelim.
Yeah.
That's a great fight. Okay. So the first fight is what?
On the main card?
Yeah.
Kyler Phillips versus Marcelo Rojo.
Okay. We can talk about Moicano Hernandez maybe a parlay at the end or something. But
let's just do the 2 prelims that we like real quick. Or the 3, I guess.
Let's start there then.
Yeah.
So which one do you want to start with? You pick.
Start with the Alexander Hernandez.
Okay, so this is, like I said, when I went down this card and this one stood out to me, I love Renato Moicano. And Alexander Hernandez, since he lost maybe pull that up. Click on him. Yeah. Since he lost to Cowboy that one fight, I'm pretty sure that's what he won. Alexander Hernandez was like this up and coming guy. They thought he was gonna win on Cerrone. I think Cerrone head kicked him or something. But I'm pretty sure he's won.
That was in 2019.
Right. But has he won every fight since then?
No. Okay. He's won 3 and lost 2.
So what? He won the last one?
He won the last one.
Just one?
Mike Breeden. And then he lost to Thiago Moises.
Okay, so Thiago Moises, that was a good fight. Who did he fight before that?
Chris, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name.
Chris,
and then he lost to Drew Dober.
So
and then he beat 2 no-names.
Who was the guy? Chris who? Try.
Chris Grutesmacher.
Oh, Grutesmacher. He beat him or lost to him?
He beat him.
So he's went 1-1-1-1?
Yeah.
And he fought guys like Thiago Moises and Drew Dober who ended up getting a little push anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a good fight. And then
he's coming off a win against Mike Breeden.
Mike Breeden?
Yeah. Do you know
by what?
By overhand right, first round.
Yeah. I think that's maybe why I thought he won a couple in a row, but that was a nice little win.
How old is he? He's young. He's 29.
29 now?
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought he was younger than that.
And then Moicano's won a couple in a row, right? Since losing, I think he's won 2 in a row. Right now, when you're doing it, Moicano's -180. This is odds. These are odds from Red Rock Casino. But Renato Moicano is -180, and Alexander Hernandez is +145.
He's coming off with 2 wins.
2 wins versus
Chase Hooper and Jai Herbert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a good fight. 3 rounds. Moicano -180. I like Moicano by decision in this one.
I'm going to go Alexander Hernandez by second round TKO.
Okay. It's a good fight. I can see it going either way, but I think Moicano might be able to box him up a little bit and get to a decision. So he's going Hernandez, second round TKO. I'm going Moicano by decision. Do you want to do the girl one, or, I mean, it's basically a kill.
Yeah, but let's do it.
Okay.
Shout out to 10th Planet Las Vegas.
10th Planet, and shout out to Syndicate.
Yeah.
Casey O'Neill is -370.
-370, huh?
Yeah, she trains at 10th Planet out here. Where Alec trains, and then Roxanne Modafferi, who's also in Vegas. Been in Vegas forever, training at Syndicate MMA, +280. It's actually a retirement fight. Unfortunately, this is like young jiu-jitsu versus an older jiu-jitsu, and it's just like I don't see this being a great fight, other than maybe Roxanne just goes out on her shield, and she does that kind of shit, which almost makes me want to take Modafferi plus 280 decision.
I have Casey O'Neill by first round submission.
Well, and I told you she just got married to Modafferi. Just got married, or she just got engaged to.
She's very nice.
Yeah, she got engaged to, and it's her retirement fight. So we'll see. Maybe she goes out on her shield. Maybe she doesn't. She's won fights though where she's this odds. Like I think like 2 of her last 3 fights she actually won, it being a low underdog. I know she lost her last fight, but I'm gonna just for the sake I'm gonna go Modafferi by decision.
Yeah, Casey O'Neill first round submission for me. She's done the come up. She's
Yeah,
dating,
no,
she's
she is.
undefeated.
She is.
Yeah,
She does this thing too on the.
Oh,
she's
does?
Illuminati. Yeah.
Oh, she's throwing it out there.
I think it's like her main picture on the UFC thing. But
Trying to get that little spike.
trying to get that little something, maybe to call, from the higher ups. But all right, next one.
Andre, the boy.
Oh, okay. Andre, the old man, Arlovsky. He's like 48. No, I'm just kidding. I think he's 42 or 43.
43.
But he's actually, if you pull up his last 5, he's probably like, what, 4-1 in his last 5? At least 3-2 or something?
Yeah, he's 3-2 in his last
2.
5. He's coming off with 2 wins.
He's coming off of 2 wins?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And who's the guy he's fighting? Justin Vanderay? Or what's his first name?
Jared. Vanderay.
I see Jay Vanderay. I mean, right now it has Arlovsky minus 150, Vanderay plus 120. Has Vanderay won? Is he young? Like, what's
He's coming off a loss.
versus who?
Alexander Romanov.
Knocked out or subbed?
Ground and pound, second round. Yeah, he lost.
Is he a young dude?
Heavy white guy. 29.
Okay, I got Arlovsky by decision.
He's 6'4", but he's on the heavier side.
I've told you, Arlovsky, the old guys started winning again. We were like saying the guys over 40, we weren't betting for a while, but now they started winning.
They went on the street.
And he's won 2 in a row. And he, like I said, I remember talking to you about this when I asked him, but Arlovsky's found this really good way to fight, like win decisions now. He doesn't take many risks, and none of the fights are that exciting anymore, but you can't blame him because if he gets touched, he's going to sleep. But yeah, I got Arlovsky minus 150 by decision.
His last 6, 7?
All
8,
decisions?
his last 8 wins are by decision. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Pitbull by decision. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I can tell when he's fighting. It's just he's doing it good enough and laying a couple strikes, and the other guys, And luckily, heavyweight, you don't have to be so elusive in the UFC. So, all right, we both got Arlovsky by decision. Are we on to the main card?
Yep.
And the first one is the Bobby Green. This is a sick fight. I mean, the funny thing is, anything Bobby Green at this point is a sick fight, just because he makes fights. And Nasrat Haqparast, I remember when he came up. Sorry, this is one probably name I'm butchering his last name, Haqparast. But when he came up, I think he was training at TriStar with Faraz Zahabi and them, and people were like, he's like the next GSP type. Even though he's a different ethnicity, but he kind of had movement like that. But then I remember he kind of stumbled a fight, but I'm pretty sure he coming off a nice a win or two. Has he won his last 2?
He lost to Dan Hooker, but
Okay.
then he won 2 before that.
1-2 before that. His last fight was Dan Hooker, and Dan Hooker beat him.
By decision.
I remember that
He's
fight.
young. He's 26.
Yeah. So yeah, Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker needed that win. So, and then they gave him Makhachev, and Makhachev beat up Hooker. But and Bobby Green. I mean, right now I have Bobby Green minus 165. Haqparast is plus 135. I think this is a great fight. I think it's going to go all the distance, but I got Bobby Green by decision.
I'm going to go Nasrat by decision.
Okay. Got 2 in there. We got a 135 and you took that one other 145. Oh yeah, Alexander Hernandez. Okay. Next fight.
The Kyler Phillips.
Okay, Kyler Phillips, who looks good. I think he trains. He's like He's Sean O'Malley's main training partner. He's minus 350. Who's he fighting? M. Roja. What's his first name?
Let me go back. Marcelo Rojo.
Marcelo Rojo. Did Kyler Phillips lose his last fight, or has he got a win since that last loss?
I was just checking before you asked.
I know he lost to that guy who.
He lost his last fight, and then he was on a 4-fight win streak before that.
And he lost to the guy O'Malley beat, but a lot of people thought Kyler Phillips won that
Raleigh
fight.
and Paiva.
Yeah, that's the guy who
by decision.
Yeah. Paiva. Yeah.
Paiva, yeah.
And what about the Rojo guy? I don't know who that is.
I'll tell you right now.
Like,
He's
you should
16
pull
and
up
7.
YouTube videos.
He's 16-7, 33.
What's his UFC record? His last couple.
He lost his first fight in the UFC. It looks like.
He only fought once. Okay. I mean, this is a big. Minus 350 is pretty big. And I don't know a lot
They're
about.
probably trying to build up
Kyler Phillips.
Kyler Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I got Kyler Phillips by decision.
I have Kyler Phillips. How does he win typically?
I'm gonna pull it up. I mean, the last fight
decision, elbows from back mount, decision, ground and pound, calf slicer. That must be. It can't be MMA.
Yeah, you can get a calf slicer in MMA.
That'd be so embarrassing.
That hurts.
Yeah,
bro. I've seen calf slicer a couple times in UFC. What you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna go second round TKO.
Okay.
Kyler Phillips.
What's the next one on the main card?
Jared Cannonier versus Derek Brunson.
That's a great fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Jared Cannonier minus 175. We got Derek Brunson plus 155. Derek Brunson is on like a 4-fight winning streak, and he's been an underdog every single fight, and this is no different. Derek Brunson's plus 155. Cannonier is minus 175. I promise you Brunson's winning this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cannonier coming off a win against Kelvin Gastelum.
But lost to Whittaker, right?
Yeah,
and I didn't even think he won that fight against Gastelum, though. I mean, I was kind of watching it like not super intently focused.
Wow, I'm surprised. You said minus 175? Is that what you said?
Cannonier's minus 175.
Damn.
Brunson's plus 155.
Yeah.
Hasn't Brunson won like 4 in a row?
5.
And beat everybody, like
Darren
good
Till,
guys.
Kevin Holland, yeah.
Yeah,
Ian
Darren Till, he was dog.
Heinisch.
Yep, Ian
Yeah.
Heinisch, and the other guy, the
Edmund Shabazian.
yeah. He was an underdog literally in all those fights, bro.
Wow.
This is a good fight. I mean,
Rear naked, ground and pound, decision.
we saw the Till one. Remember, that was the big one. But yeah, this one, I there's no doubt in my mind Derek Brunson's winning this fight.
He's 38?
He's
Damn.
older, yeah. This is his last little run.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to go Derek Brunson by decision.
Yeah, I'm thinking Brunson by decision as well. Cannonier won't quit like Till did. But I think Brunson, if he wants, he could take him down a little bit. And Brunson I was super impressed his last couple of fights. I mean, he went 5 in a row at 38, and again, not against like bums, like fought in the Lions Den at middleweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Brunson.
He's a stud.
He's
I
a
know
stud.
he's that old though.
Yeah, he's been in the UFC for a minute now, bro.
So weird. Time just flies, huh?
Yeah. We're gonna both go Derek Brunson by decision. I might have to throw that in a parlay with him plus 155, but we'll see here in a second. All right, next one. Are we on the co-main event? Okay, co-main event, which is an incredible fight because
I hate it.
I mean, the funny thing is like Tai Tuivasa is like a guy we bet no matter what in the heavyweight division. Unfortunately, this is kind of like the worst kind of matchup for him because he's going to just go out and bang. And the one thing you probably don't want to do with Derek Lewis is go out and bang. I mean, the odds are kind of shown. I mean, Derek Lewis is minus 185. Tai Tuivasa's plus 165, bro.
Wait, they're doing that? I thought it was going to be a pick'em. Wow. So what did we get on Tai?
Plus 165.
Oh, you can't disrespect.
And just a little side note, Tuivasa's been making some side, I don't know if side deals, but he's like the Nelk Boys and like
he's a star.
Yeah, well, and the Nelk Boys, the shoey thing is really big, where he takes the beer and drinks out the shoe, and now the Nelk Boys like throw it on their thing, or one of those dudes, Steve will do it or something, and so I don't know. This is a close one, but. I mean, because I mean, you'd have to believe that people in Tuivasa's corner is like, yo, this might be the dude you not want to bang. Like, if you can, try and go to takedown, but
he's gonna bang with him.
Tuivasa's gonna bang with him, and you don't want to probably bang with Derek Lewis. I mean, this is this is gonna be fireworks. That's what makes this a fun fight. And
I love both these people.
Yeah,
I hate watching this fight.
Yeah. And here's another little side note: it's in Houston, Texas. Derek Lewis just headlined that card in Houston, Texas. That's where he's
Isn't he from Houston?
He lives in Houston, but he said it was a lot of pressure when he was headlining. Now this one he's not headlining, so it's probably not as much, but still, he's co-main event in Houston. But I do think, he came off a nice win. Derek Lewis has the most knockouts in UFC history. Not just heavyweight. He has the most knockouts in UFC history.
He does?
Yep.
Damn. This one's hard.
One's hard, but I have a feeling I'm going to go Derek Lewis first on knockout.
Yeah, that one's hard. I can't go.
But I love Ty. Like, I bet Ty every fight. Like, that's the guy we always are like throwing a parlay, and he always hits, especially the last 4. I mean, he's on a 4-fight win streak. But this just seems like a tough matchup. And Tuivasa was going to go out on his shield, This is going to be...
Derek Lewis's last loss was against Cyril Gane, huh?
Yeah.
This is rough.
Tough, huh? It's a tough one. It's a great fight, though.
I don't see Derek losing at home, but I can't bet against Bam Bam. I'm going to go Tai Tuivasa by... Oh, my
Someone's going out in the first, bro.
Yeah.
They're going to meet in the middle. It's going to be like a gentleman's shake, and they're just going to bang.
Nah, I'm gonna say Tai plays it smarter than we think, and he wins by decision.
Damn!
I'm I'm gonna take Tai Vusa by decision. I don't
Wow.
see Derek Lewis getting knocked out at home, and I don't see Bam Bam getting knocked out. So
Tuivasa, I don't know, bro. That Houston crowd, bro. I think they're gonna go on their shield.
nah, he's a savage. He's winning by
Yeah,
decision.
that's what I'm saying. He's not gonna fucking patty cake for 15 minutes.
I mean, who did he beat by decision? Hold on, let me see.
I don't think anybody.
He 100% has.
His last 4 are all knockouts.
He beat Old Man Pitbull by decision.
Oh, good job. But what did we just say about Pitbull? He only fights to
That's
decisions.
his only decision.
Yeah, and Pitbull.
Yeah.
Wait, Pitbull's last 8 fights, he won a decision.
He lost by decision. Blagoy Ivanov.
Yeah.
Ivanov. Yeah. Fuck. I hate this fight.
Yeah, I'm going Derek Lewis first on knockout.
All right, I'm gonna go Tai Vusa.
I probably won't bet this one, but we got to make a pick.
Tai Vusa second round knockout.
Okay.
Oh man, I hate it. I gotta go with
That's
it.
what I'm excited to watch, though. You know,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them just get in the
I
middle
love
and
them
bang.
both so much.
All right, so you're going Tuivasa second round knockout.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm going Derek Lewis first round knockout.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then in the main event, we have the middleweight title fight rematch, which is still probably the best matchup you can do in middleweight.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya is minus 275. Whittaker is plus 235.
Plus 235.
Plus 235, yeah.
Damn, I want to take that almost too.
I did too.
Fuck. This one's rough. Robert Whittaker, after losing to Adesanya in 2019, beat Darren Till, Jared Cannonier, and Kelvin Gastelum. So he's coming off a 3-fight win streak against 3 solid guys.
He did it the right way. Like, I like that. Losing, they made him go fight the top guys.
All 3 decisions, though, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Adesanya?
What
was his last? Oh, yeah, the Italian guy.
Marvin Vettori.
Yeah. And then
He's still undefeated middleweight. Just that one, he went up to 205.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, because in middleweight, there isn't really much pressure behind guys behind him right now. I don't have the rankings in front of me, but I just don't think there's any middleweights really. Mm-hmm. I almost feel like it's best for business if Robert Whittaker wins this by decision, and then they somehow can just run back a trilogy at some point. So for some reason, I'm going to go Whittaker by decision.
What? What adjustments do you think he can make?
He's come out and said, because like I said, that first fight,
yeah,
it was in New Zealand or Australia, whatever it was, like the biggest gate in New Zealand history, or Australia, whichever the one it was about, and it was like this New Zealand versus Australian thing, and he said there was a lot of pressure and there was a lot of hype, and he might have been like over aggressive and didn't like fight as smart as he should have. He kept saying that his ego got in the way. But I think if anything, that was Whittaker's only loss at 185. I think he probably learned a lot from that fight. And it's shown his last 3 fights. He fought smarter, beat top guys. So I'm not saying I don't think Whittaker can finish Adesanya, but I think maybe Whittaker could outstrike him to a decision. But I think Adesanya can finish Whittaker.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's plus 235. I think I just like Whittaker by decision. I don't know if I'd put it in a bet, but I'm going to go Rob Whittaker by decision, and they run a trilogy. Maybe this end of the summer.
This is the middleweight rankings. Israel Adesanya, Robert Whittaker, Derek Brunson, Jared Cannonier, Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland's a good one.
Jack Hermanson.
Strickland
and
just
then
won this past
Darren
weekend.
Till.
Ew. Till quit.
Yeah, Kelvin Gastelum, Uriah
Brunson's
Hall.
38, isn't the next guy?
Yeah, real shallow here.
So that's what I'm saying. If Brunson wins, you know,
they're gonna have to make some story up like they did with
Adesanya
Vettori or something.
I think it just makes.
I don't see Adesanya losing. I want Robert Whittaker. I'm gonna be cheering for Whittaker, but I have Israel Adesanya by decision.
Okay, and I'm going Whittaker by decision. So let's do. What's your favorite bet?
Should we do just favorite bet in general?
I'm gonna do probably what I'm gonna actually bet.
Okay.
So right now,
do you have yours?
I think I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I just scrolled through it. I'm gonna do Bobby Green minus 165. I'm gonna do Renato Moicano minus 180. And I'm going to throw Derek Brunson plus 155, 3-team parlay, and that would probably pay out nice with the Brunson. So Brunson plus 155, Renato Moicano minus 180, and Bobby Green minus 165, 3-team parlay. And then I'm just going to enjoy the co-main event and main event.
I was going to go with Alexander Hernandez, but I won't go against you. I'm going to do Derek Brunson, Tai Vusa, 2-team parlay.
Ooh, two
Getting
dogs.
great
That's a
odds.
nice little pay.
Yeah.
Plus 155 and
Dangerous
plus
bet, though.
165.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I almost want to throw Derek Lewis in my parlay, but I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm surprised they're not giving Brunson Canier a pick 'em. That's surprising to me. But I mean, I guess they think Canier has more ways to take him out just with knockout power. But so you're going Derek Brunson, Tai Tuivasa, 2-team parlay,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go Derek Brunson, Hanato Moyakano, and Bobby Green.
Is there any lock on this card for you? Kyler Phillips, but what are the odds for that? It's not even close.
Minus 350.
Yeah,
And
so
that's
it
not
doesn't
even a
even
lock. I don't
matter.
even know the other guy enough to say it's a lock.
Yeah.
Lock? Nah, just because the one's like Brunson plus 155. I mean,
Other than Casey O'Neill.
yeah, maybe Bobby Green. I'm not sure. But
Yeah?
I feel pretty good about that one. Because if they stand a bang, Bobby Green's been, yeah, I feel pretty good about that one. But it's still a close odds. So.
Yeah, nothing's that lockish.
No, they're close.
Mm-hmm.
Old man or Arlovsky by decision.
Casey O'Neill, I mean. Other than that, yeah.
That's pretty much.
Kyler Phillips.
And I still took Modafferi, so who knows?
I like the Alexander Hernandez one. The kid's a grinder.
He's a
Now he's
grinder.
29, too.
But Hanato Moyakano is a big time savage.
Yeah, but he takes losses. So.
He does. He went up to 155 though, and he's 2-0 at 155. I think he was cutting too much weight at 145, but we saw him with that banger with Ortega. That was one of the best fights I still ever saw. Hanato Moyakano versus Brian Ortega. But I'm pretty sure since Moyakano went up to 155, he's been undefeated.
Well, if you're broke and can't afford the main card, it's a good prelim.
Yeah. Well, and they upped the price too, which everyone's been bitching about, from $69.99 to $74.99 plus tax. So it's like $80. Nice and hefty.
Yep.
And Dana was like, I had nothing to do with it. It's all ESPN. It was a pay-per-view. But
cool. All right.
anyway, that's it. That's our UFC 271 predictions, bets, all that. So let's get it. I'm excited for this card. That was a good fight.
Yeah, me too.